inside Northwest Stadium, football fans, located in Landover, Maryland. Today, a couple of rivals from the NFC East squaring off. It's the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. Jake Moody now ready to get this one started. And we're off and running from Landover. Set to return it. Here's Will Shipley. He stopped on the run back of the 27. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by the newly minted Super Bowl champion. Now in his 6th season, Jalen Hurts.
He just missed that Super Bowl a couple years ago, but Hurts and those Eagles, they got it last year, Kate. And remember, he was the MVP in that win. And kind of like he was all season, he's just a stabilizing force. He makes people around him better, and he's a Super Bowl champ to boot.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. They run it with Saquon Barkley. He's going to snag a couple of yards, charging up the gut. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. His first throw is an interception. And the Commanders are off to a great start defensively. They force a turnover on the opening possession. Well, we all know this is a player who's proven that he can weather an early setback and soldier on. It's going to be tested again after his first series ends in an interception.
Yeah, that's right, Kate. You don't get mentioned as one of the league's better passers if you can't shake off an early turnover. Now, his defense got to pick him up.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They'll be led by the 2nd overall pick a decade ago out of the University of Oregon, Marcus Mariota.
I know quarterbacks of this ilk sure excite their teammates. They love to see his explosion and that speed come to life. I also know this, Kate, that defensive coordinator on the other side, he did not sleep good all week long, knowing he could do everything right, have the right call. But that QB speed is a difference maker.
Back to throw, Mariota. Caught by Deebo Samuel. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They got 21 yards on the play. And that's going to give the Commanders a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Mariota now. Throwing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Still 10 to go. 2nd down now from the 23. They kick the running back in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds him over the middle. And they bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on a throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Mariota. It's caught by McLaurin. And he's going to have enough for the 1st down. Not by much, but he got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a 1st and goal.
1st down. 1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
A lot of game left, partner, but it will be a shame not to punish your opponents for making a mistake so early.
Yep, they come through on third down, and the chance of transforming that turnover into a touchdown still exists.
And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot, and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone. One of the tight ends motions right. First carry of the game now for the rookie out of Arizona. And he pushes them a little closer to the 3.
That's twice now where runs have not gotten them into the end zone, but you've kind of set yourself up. Actually, you've set yourself up really well for a little play action right here.
Just need 3 now to find the end zone on this first possession. It's 3rd and goal. They've got a man in motion. Cross scheme it again. The stand continues. This one doesn't even make it back to the line, Brock, and it sets up 4th and goal. The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here's Jake Moody for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
24-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And they're able to get 3 points off that turnover.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead, and a little early momentum with that field goal.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tank Bigsby here with the return. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. Now for the second time this game, we're going to look at the Philly offense. They threw the interception on their opening drive, Brock, but that's right from their memory as they head back out now.
Yeah, it's got to be, right? And when you throw that pick early, you've got to flush it. The defense helped with that, holding that offense on the other side to just a field goal and giving this offense now some hope as they take the field again.
Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Into traffic. Complete! And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
We give a lot of credit to receivers, and rightfully so, Kate, for them going into coverage and making a catch. I don't think we give enough credit to tight ends. I know they're big, I know they're physical, but to go into double coverage, take that contact, and come away with the catch, that's a big-time effort.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this one breaks beautifully as they're going to get it forward to their own 45. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first.
That's good for an Eagles first down.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football on defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to, and keep them from piling on those yards.
It's a screen to Barkley. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Straight ahead. Here's Barkley. He's going to be held up after gaining 2, so a little shy of that marker. 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's a nickel look from the Commanders. 3rd down. They go to Barkley again. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Commanders take a timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Barkley. He has the first and still going past the 35. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. They come through massive gain there on 4th down, give him 24 yards, and most importantly, that first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
On first down, Hurts. And the Commander's rush brings him down. And that sack drives him in the wrong direction, partner, ahead of this second down.
And right there's the danger, Kate, when you put the ball in the air. How many times do we see these coordinators, when you get a nice run, right, you gain some steam on the ground, you stick with the ground game. They don't, they call the pass, and the defense reacts, and reacts well with a sack.
After the sack could really use a big play here on second down. It's 2nd and 15. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to go out of bounds just short of that red zone.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 8.
Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on 3rd down. They'll air it out on 3rd. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
Those are the kind of decisions you got to make in that spot. And the smart quarterbacks, they seem to do it consistently. When you're in enemy territory, a throwaway is always better than risking a turnover.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's a 39-yarder from the left hash. Elliott connects there. And we're all tied up now in the first half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Now after tying this game up, they're all set to center away. It's Deebo Samuel with the return. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Here comes the Washington offense out to the field, ready for their second drive. They managed 3 on their last drive, but down inside the red zone, disappointing not to come away with a touchdown. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. On the counter, Krosky Merritt. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
That's McLaurin on the quick slant. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
Good luck defending that short yardage slant. Just not going to happen. There's a reason. This is a go-to play for just about any quarterback in every situation.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Back to throw, Mariota. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. First time this game they've looked to him. And that'll bring up 4th and 3.
You know, Kate, you'll get a little bit of grace for a drop in the first frame, but that's one, as this game goes on, he's got to have. It's hard on 3rd down to execute. With the ball in your hands, you got to find a way to catch it.
return. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And he'll only take this for about a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
You call that jet sweep, you're looking for a little bit more than that. But at least it keeps him on schedule and didn't go backwards.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Hurts now from the gun. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. Just a momentary loss of focus, a break in discipline, and not a good moment individually as he gets hit with that personal foul. Roughing the passer on that last play, and that's always going to lead to an automatic 1st down. Here's Hurts. Setting up the running back screen. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that 1st down because you call a screen on 1st, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, well, that defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks.
On the play fake, it's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And he's going to bring this down to their 35. That's going to pick up the 1st down after a gain of 26.
For Eagles, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
1st down, a run with Barkley. And their next snap is coming from that red zone as he reaches the 14. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
Going to the ground again on 1st. Much better job keeping him contained this time. He's going to be marked down right near the line of scrimmage.
He was taken down.
Ooh, talk about a bad look there, Brock. Going jumbo set and still moving backwards after that play.
Well, I don't think you're talking to this defense, Kate, because I think they thought that was an excellent look to knock that thing backwards.
Yeah, good point, good point. Throwing here, Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to have 1st and goal when we begin our 2nd quarter. 1 quarter down for these two NFC East teams. Both teams neck and neck so far. We're back to Northwest Stadium right after this. We're back and excited to start the 2nd. Eagles in a nice spot to put up points. Barkley is in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 2nd quarter lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown.
Eagles.
So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles break that tie and now lead by 7.
Commanders 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they take over down 10-3 following that score. First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. Mariota. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
I'm not sure that deficit's going anywhere anytime soon. If anything, this is a defense that sees their offense creating not a ton of separation on the board, knowing they've got to shoulder the load. And sacks like that go a long ways towards doing it.
In a real troublesome spot here, Brock. That sack has him set up 2nd down and 21. Now run it out of the pistol. Krosky Merritt. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Throw here, 3rd down. Ooh, and before he can find any yards, he finds that sideline instead. That's going to bring up 4th down. So they bring Trustway back out there for another punt. Back deep for the Eagles, Britton Covey. And that fair catch corralled just beyond the 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And all that's needed here, Brock, is some repeat execution from that last series. Of course, gotta expect the defense has made some adjustments after giving up that touchdown.
And that is the beauty of this game we love so much, those back-and-forth adjustments on the sidelines. And can this offense do what it did a drive ago? And that is stay one play ahead of their defensive foes.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Short pass brought in. And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Hurts setting up to throw. He's got Smith again. And he gets through for a 7-yard gain. A tackle made at the 47.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
2nd and 3 now. Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
For Eagles, 1st down. A gain of 5. And an Eagle first down.
Ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. And again, here's Hurts. Finds a seam down the middle. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
First down. It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Eagles.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender may be a half step late, and this could have been much, much more exciting.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Dallas Goedert the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
17. Commanders 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. And great starting field position here as they bring him down beyond the 40. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Commanders starting out in a good spot here as they get set. First and 10. Throwing off the play fake. Throw left side is caught by Sinnott. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Mariota to throw. It's Cox. This is Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45. Slot receivers headed left. They give here to the motion man. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop him behind the line.
Jalen Phillips on the tackle. Taken down back at the 49-yard line.
They break the huddle. It's second down now. Mariota. Oh, puts some air under this one. Right side. What a dive! I think he caught it! And he's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
The best offenses in the league, and I don't really care what level it is, Kate. They stretch it vertically, and they'll stretch you horizontally. You show them that same look and just push the ball vertical, they'll catch onto it. But you start to mix and match and run these guys across the field, you become dangerous. I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB's going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
Back to the line they come, second down. Back to throw, Mariota. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well, he found the route he wanted pretty quickly, Brock, but maybe, I don't know, he telegraphed who he wanted a little too much because that defender sure got there just as the ball arrived to force it loose.
Yeah, this is one of those tough moments as an analyst, right? Because you're right, offensively didn't get the job done, but I'm going to give a gold star to the defense. Anytime you make contact and you disrupt that pass, that's a job well done defensively.
Third and long for him here. This is hauled in by Samuel. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a one-score game in the first half. Deebo Samuel, the touchdown. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Jake Moody on for the PAT. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
17. Commanders 10.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They really have the passing game clicking on that last touchdown drive, partner. We'll see if they stick with that or if they mix things up a bit on this series. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Big catch is made, and he got the feet in too. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Completed over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Hurts on first down. That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
To A.J. Brown. A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. he's going to have this one down to the 20. A gain of 15 there. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That's another Eagles first down. First and 10.
I love that call on third down because it just gives you options. The best third down teams are teams that do just that. Right? They give you options. You don't let the defense dictate to you. You look at what they're giving you, and you take advantage of them.
That's Dotson with a catch out right. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
Hurts. It's a screen to Barkley. And he gets it in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a 13-point lead. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So the back does the work that time, Brock, taking it in for the touchdown.
Yeah, a running back in space can be an awfully dangerous weapon on a football field. Whether that's a designed route to him, a check down, you see what can happen, what kind of damage the elite running backs in this league can do.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. The point after splits the upright. And the Eagles double their lead to 14.
24. Commanders 10. Jake Elliott to kick
Elliott's
off
all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Commanders are ready to go on offense, and we'll get a look at Deebo Samuel. And they're coming off an excellent series throwing the football that led to that touchdown, Brock. So you and I both expecting that defense to be looking for that on this series. Commanders to the line now, Brock. Here comes 1st and 10. They're going play action. Finds a man right side. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
So 2nd and 5 on deck as we've reached our 2-minute warning. More coming up from Northwest Stadium. Stick around. Throwing is Mariota. Screen pass here for Krosky Merritt. Escaped by a man. He's in the clear. Down the sideline past the 40. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
I can guarantee you that's going to be in Tell the Truth Monday right there in the film room, front and center, showing you the importance of tackling in the open field. An opportunity to cut him down sooner, but the broken tackle allowed him to add those extra yards to the catch.
Finds him on the crossing route. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Trying to throw this from the gun. Pass complete to Lane. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
16-yard line.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Mariota. And this is caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders make it a one-score game before halftime. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
On is Moody for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Commanders chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
Commanders 17.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Hurts now from the gun. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner. And throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse, kind of sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes 2, 2 becomes 3, and on and on and on.
Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. About set. This is 3rd and 5. They send the tight end in motion. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
And again, here's Hurts. That's him on the quick hitter. And this is taken ahead to the 37. It was Mike Saylor still on that stop. Philadelphia going to spend its 2nd timeout. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Second and 6 coming up here. Hurts throwing again. Right back to Goddard, and he's got it. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
To the line and set. Here we go, 1st down. It's Hurts once again. Short pass brought in. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop.
Complete to number 11, A.J. Brown. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So a one-possession game, Brock, after our first 2 quarters. Now let's throw it over to our pal Scott Hansen. He's got our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks for that update, Scott. Welcome back, everyone, for the third quarter. Got a one-touchdown game here as we get you back down to the field. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Commander offense with the football first to begin quarter number 3. They'll try to get that ground game established better than they did in the opening half, Brock. See if they can attack that deficit. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here, Krosky Merritt. He's pushed straight ahead, and that's maybe a yard at most. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. Throwing now off the play action. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Brought in right side by McLaurin. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be 4th down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Signals for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. They've certainly had no issues scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they can really use some more points on this drive. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Diving, it looks close. They say he caught it. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
That's good for an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes teams break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a gain of 19 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia 1st down.
Eagles 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
They'll motion him out of the backfield. The play clock ran all the way down there, and this is going to cost the offense.
Delay of game, offense.
Everyone was set, and at the line, the quarterback just didn't snap it before the play clock hit 0.
Still first down.
They'll have to come up with 5 extra yards now after that first down flag. Running it after the penalty. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 12.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. He takes it himself. And their next snap is going to come from the red zone, Brock. He's down at that 17-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Eagles first down.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Ball is caught. He's tackled there, so a nice start to a new set of downs, but let's see if they keep it. So let's examine this flag. A gain they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty, and now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
Still first down.
So now, after the penalty, it's 1st and 15. Hurts setting up to throw. And they only get one of those 5 yards back on first down, so they've got 2nd and 14.
That's not a big completion on a stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Barkley trying this up the gut. And not much space available there. Maybe 2, and that brings up 3rd down.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
Third and long for him here. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. And they have this one well contained. There's the stop for a loss now. 4th down coming up.
Not terribly complicated on this one. Just not the 3rd down screen you wanted to run. Little chance they were getting the first, and apparently, little chance they were going to even gain a positive yard at all.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. He hit his first one. His second one's coming from inside of 40. Elliott connects there. And that'll push it to double digits in a 2-possession game.
Inspiring a bunch of confidence in himself right there, Kate. 2nd time they brought him out for a field goal, and 2nd time he's knocked it right through. Trust is earned in a number of different ways on the field, but that's the best way to gain it as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Samuel now to return it. Keeps away from one. And this gets out to the 30 before he stops. The Commanders set to take over. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, a run for Krosky Merritt. He's stopped after picking up 9, so they're set up well here with 2nd and 1.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
First down carry got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Here's a design run. Trying to find some positive yardage. He's across the 45. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down.
Gain of 21 yards. That's good for a Washington first down.
And just in case this offense didn't have enough to contend with, well, now you got to worry about a quarterback that could do what he just did. Tote the ball himself for a big run.
Krosky Merritt gets it from the gun. Now he continues to find no traction on the ground here, Brock, as they bring him down for no gain.
Okay, this is why you got to be careful to just run it always on first down. You got to break your tendencies. The casual fan, well, that casual fan knew what was coming, but more importantly, this defensive front did too.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Man in motion, headed right. 2nd down give to Krosky Merritt. And they're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Throwing off the play fake. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on 1st down.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
They'll try something else from the 27 this time. 2nd and 10. Now here he goes on the boot. Into the hands of his running back, Krosky Merritt. Small gain down to the 23. Zach Bond with the tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Motion man left is Brown. Play clock down to 0, and the flags come out.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time, just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still 3rd down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's 3rd and even longer now. Throw here, 3rd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain. That's one he knows he should have had. And now they're staring at 4th and long.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
A 45-yard attempt.
Moody knocks it through. And that'll bring it back to within a score. The lead 7.
Well, that's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Shipley now to return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And like we've seen from him before, Brock, he got a good game going early through the air and kept the pressure up from then on. He's still taking it to him now as we work through this second half. Philadelphia settled and ready. It's 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they love to see him fighting forward, but he only gets him 3.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Hurts. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he'll get this up to the 33-yard line. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner.
This defense didn't give up contain there, Kate. That was an instance where the more exciting plays were taken away downfield. And even looking to the tight end wasn't going to net them much.
5 DBs out there for the Commanders on 3rd. Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Flushed out of the pocket. He's making a bid for it. This gets the 1st and more. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that'll be good for a Philadelphia first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway. Ugh.
1st and 10, he keeps it on the option. And he gives himself up after a short gain. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
Throwing the out route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the 1st.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Option play. They give it to Barkley. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
Running back sent in motion. They don't get this snapped in time. This is going to back them up.
Delay of game, offense.
Must have lost sight of the play clock there, Brock, because the quarterback could have snapped it in time, but instead, they take the penalty.
Still 2nd down.
Offense to the line, 2nd down. Hurts to throw. It's a screen to Barkley. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range.
Kate, that's one of those situations as a quarterback that on my grade sheet, that's a negative. That screen was ambushed by the defense, and you've got to throw it away. Just find a way to put it at his feet and not create a negative play for your offense.
So nothing but a pair of field goals added to the board as we arrive at the end of our 3rd quarter. It's Eagles football trying to carry this lead across the finish line. This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. Man in motion here. Now Hurts on 3rd and long. Nowhere to go with it, so he's just going to throw this one away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on 3rd down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Now this one, not much of a chance of it staying in the field of play. They'll mark it out at the 13-yard line. The Washington offense getting set for its next possession. And they brought out their kicker for a field goal their last possession. This time they'll look to bring him out for an extra point instead. First call here coming from the shotgun. Mariota. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs too.
First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. So the offense trying to flex a little creativity on that first down, and the defense, well, they flex right back. No gain. Second down coming up.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 44-yard line.
Throwing from the gun. And the cover just too good there. Didn't find a throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. Third down coming up.
That was a situation where he got the time in the pocket he needed. There just wasn't anyone open to throw it to. It got to the point he had two choices as that clock is going off in his head. Force a throw and risk a pick, or just get rid of it and cut your losses on the play.
To the air on 3rd and long. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about.
Roughing the passer, defense.
Third down stop. They were walking off the field, but that offense, Brock, that offense didn't move. They saw roughing the passer, and they are ready to continue this drive. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain.
It takes a certain level of fearlessness, craziness to work over the middle of the field in this league. You're fighting through guys as you go, and all the while you know you could take a lick at any time.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Krosky Merritt straight ahead. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Takes the handoff, now to throw. Right side, caught by Sinnott. And he'll get it down to the 24-yard line.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush your passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. Here's Mariota now. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The 14-yard line.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Giving this to Krosky Merritt. Finds a nice lane there. That's good for 6 yards.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
Last run got him 7. Here comes 2nd and 3. Throwing is Mariota. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Kid, I'm just kind of laughing because I could feel the armchair quarterbacks going, I can make that throw. And anybody who's actually made those throws says you have no idea what it feels like with everybody breathing down your neck. That play's got to be right, timed up right, and it certainly wasn't.
Brings it in. And that is a Washington touchdown. The Commanders now trail by just a point in the fourth. Terry McLaurin with the touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the fourth quarter that could go either way.
So a chance to tie it up again here in the fourth. The kick is good, so this game now hinging on every possession as we're tied up in the fourth. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Shipley now to return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And those legs must be tired, but he ain't stopping, Brock. Not with the type of game that he's been having for himself on the ground. All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. And they sent it straight ahead, but the front stops him after a gain of 3.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. But that's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Give him 8 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
Well, they got him down before he could do any more damage in terms of yards. That's no easy job, mind you, tackling a big tight end. But the main damage had already been done. He kept this drive going by getting beyond the line to gain.
On first down, Hurts. Hits him on the out route. And this is going to go as a gain of about 3 before he's met and escorted out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Hurts looking to throw. He's got a screen to the running back. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
3rd down, they need 7. And again, here's Hurts. Tried to float that one in, and defender's there for the interception. Picked off by Antonio Hamilton. And the Commanders get it back as he intercepts him for the 2nd time this game.
Yeah, I can still hear the call all the way up in the booth. Okie, Okie! That's what that whole defense screams after an interception, and you see everybody getting involved. That nearly went for a house call. Just an incredible effort by that offense to run it down. But even with that, they will take that Okie any day. What a huge pick in return for that defense.
Out comes the Commander offense for another series. And this has to be a touchdown, Brock. They're taking the field 1st and goal from the 5. Got it off that interception, Brock. Let's see if they can pay that off with points. Here's 1st and goal. They bring McLaurin in motion right. Oh, surprise gift to the receiver near the goal line. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
Went into their bag of tricks just a little bit there. The surprise handoff, not enough to get the touchdown. But I'll tell you what, I'm kind of excited to see the next wrinkle off that one because I don't think that was just a one-off.
Give it to Kronsky Merritt. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, it did the exact opposite here, Kate. It now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal. Thought he had a touchdown there. And that forces them to 4th and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone. But the defense rises to the occasion.
Kicked well, and this is good! And they take the lead in the 4th quarter.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Shipley now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And what we saw in the first half wasn't an anomaly, partner. They've kept throwing it to him as we work throughout the rest of this game, and the results have been just as good. All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. From the pistol, Hurts. Complete out to the right side. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down.
Just stay on schedule. Just stay on schedule, right? SOS. Bad thing on a ship. Good thing on a football field. Even a little completion keeps this offense on schedule.
2nd down now, they need 7. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Too much lead on that throw. That falls incomplete ahead of his target. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it's 3rd down. He's been a frequent target throughout this game, Brock. We've seen that coverage tighten up a little bit more on him every time the ball's thrown his way.
Well, hasn't taken him off the board completely. He's still beating them for some catches, but that heightened focus defensively does lead to moments like that one where what would normally be a catch falls incomplete.
He puts some air under it deep down the left. He drops it! Oh, a huge gain in hand, but he couldn't finish the catch. Trying to find A.J. Brown, and it's 4th down.
Oh, that's a major missed opportunity right there. Coverage can breathe a little sigh of relief. They dodged a bullet. Time to adjust and get some extra help on the back end to take away those open shots downfield.
Takes this in at the 25. And he's brought down before the return gets far. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. All right, the Washington offense is set. Here comes 1st and 10. They go inside give to Kronsky Merritt. Give him a couple on that carry. 2nd down coming up.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down after that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Mariota to throw. He'll get this one to Brown. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. Give him an 18-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Washington first down.
50-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. They send it out wide to Samuel. Jukes another one. And he's taken down at the 30. So 20 yards on that play. And that's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Bosky Merritt on first down. And he sneaks this through the middle, maybe a gain of 2. So a timeout comes in. It looks like the defense using its first stops this game as we get close to our 2-minute warning.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Now they send their back in motion right. Dumps it off to his running back. And this is going to be just what this defense ordered. A great play to back these guys up, shift the momentum a little here in the 4th. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the second one used by the defense in this half. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. He'll throw it. Defense contains him. That's going to force 4th down as he's dropped for a loss.
It'd be kind of fun, Kate, to be able to measure these coordinators' blood pressure or temperature, because the 3rd down screen for negative yards, I promise you that coordinator's heated on the sidelines.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Landover. Commanders holding on to a field goal lead. Jake Moody now in a high-pressure spot. From the left hash, this is from 47.
47-yard attempt.
Tracking for it, and it's good! And now their lead will push out beyond the field goal.
So after that make, a field goal won't cost them a lead, but a touchdown still ties it, or likely probably puts them down a point. Okay, this is one of those moments where the defense now has clarity. They know what the stakes are and what they have to defend.
Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Bigsby with the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. Eagles getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Setting up to pass. Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled for a short gain.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. As an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. As a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain, I get a win too. Sometimes you can get to win-win.
Second down now, 7 to go. Here he is to throw. Short pass brought in. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 4.
The Commanders in the dime set for this 3rd down. Looking to throw it. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
Hey, Kate, you know this from covering the Seahawks, calling their preseason game. When Pete Carroll was there, if he said it once, he said it 100 times. Stay on top, stay on top, stay on top. You'll give up a short little out route like that, but just stay on top of the deep threat.
Back to throw. He finds Dotson, left side. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
To the line for a new set of downs. Only a lone timeout at their disposal. He'll look to throw it. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And he gets out of bounds to save that final timeout. This picks up the 1st down, too.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage, and I'm going to beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's going to find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
He goes back to him yet again. Complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. A modest amount of time left, Brock, but crucially, no timeouts for him. It's 1st down. From the red zone now. He's got it along the sideline. And this one's only going to pick up a couple before he heads out of bounds.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd down now. They need 7. Touchdown in the final minute. He's in, and now an extra point will give him the lead and maybe the win. So it was touchdown or bust here on this drive, Brock. A field goal wouldn't have done it, but they get the score they needed, and now a critical extra point forthcoming.
And now what I love, the pressure shifts to the other sideline. They do have some time left on the clock, and remember, all they're going to need is a field goal to go out and steal this one in the end.
They have this try now to put them in front late. And he gets the extra point, and that kick gives them the 1-point lead right near the end of this game.
Commanders 33.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down. Washington ready to go on offense as they take the field. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this 4th quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there, and I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
1st and 10 from the 32. Here's Krosky Merritt. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's Mariota now. Has him on the quick hitter. And he gets out of bounds, stopping the clock, but not the big play they needed. Just a gain of 5.
That's a gain of 5.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
Now to throw. That's caught for the first. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Washington calls it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. Well, a tight end that moves the chains on 3rd down, that's a QB's best friend.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Finds the in route, complete. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field.
A 6-yard pickup.
Final timeout taken by the Commanders. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. He's going to throw it again. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive down the field. Those windows and throwing lanes, Kate, they're not open very long. It only takes a little bit for a throw to be thrown off.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Coverage holds up, and he just had to get rid of it.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and an incomplete.
This is outside of field goal range, so no choice but to go for it here. They'll motion Brown right. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And to force it on 4th, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles make the play that should win them this game.
The result of the play is a turnover on downs.
The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. Well, Brock, they pulled out the win, but can't be feeling too good about it. Felt like they should have beat this squad a lot more convincingly than they did.
Hey, I get it. On paper, this was a lopsided contest, but you don't play these games on paper, and this team brought everything they had. No such thing as a guaranteed win in the NFL. So it was a little too close for comfort, I got it. But more importantly, they still got the dub.
With Brock Hewitt and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Eagles are winners. As with that, we sign off from D.C.